Hello, KA. Hello, Cowilf. Hello, Fuzz. I am crooked. What the hell? I have no clue why my lipstick is crooked. It can just kiss my butt now. Um, never, 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 never is it? No, I wasn't coming on today because I was done. Oh, my face is crooked. I forgot. Back to these. So, yes, getting adjusted and uh ABUSED with my chiropractor today and just finding out how the world was. I was like, I'm done. Hello, Clark. You made it home. Good. And hearing what the world has been up to lately, I was like, nope, nope, nope. That's it. Not going on today. You can all take off. I don't care. And then guess what I started watching? So yet again, lip sync battle gets me out of the doldrums and makes me even put makeup on. How do you like that? Problem is that my glasses cut right where my eyes are. That's what I didn't have. Where is it? And I need glasses that don't. Mm. I'm late for my eye exam anyway, so because even with my eyelashes curled, they're about to hit my glasses. It's how long my freaking eyelashes are. And I will not put anything near my eyes. So none of this permanent curl or whatever. Not a chance. So at least it got me put on like makeup and come out here because I really didn't want to. Go figure. So if I'm not prepared, yes, I know I'm not prepared. How about that one? Mm. Oh yeah, it started with unfortunately my cousin from another mother. I was watching him this morning, MLH, if anybody wants to know. And he was talking about I forgot to give my dad his name on Friday. I have to remember this Friday. About him getting someone drunk to talk about her essay, and I'm like, I'm going to lurk for the rest of the time. Thank you. Have a nice day. So, because at that point, I'm just shaking and so mad, I want to off somebody. So, but by the end of it, I was laughing because Dougie had him down to like perfect. So, but that took an hour. And these are notes from like last week. The one um was today. Oh, the other one was, so you're a stripper. So what? Is that supposed to be something new and exciting? Is that supposed to be bad? I'm not from your world, you guys. I've known way too many people who've gotten houses, cars, college by being a stripper, opened up other stripper bars. Peep shows were a big thing back in the aughts, and I have friends who had them, then rent one up. It's always about rent. That's the problem. And peep shows were fun. So, what slides up, girl dances, slides down. We had a great one here. So it's like, come on, you guys, get over it. So everybody's saying hi to hi. Please say hi to my wife, Maribel. Hi, Maribel. You're taking Clark home. That's nice. Make him make dinner, though. Hi, Scooter. Hi, Janet from another planet. Hi, Antics. Um, let's see. Have I got everybody? Professor. Hello, Professor. Hi, Papa Cat. Okay. Let me go to the top. So, yes, I had no intention of coming on today because I had nothing nice to say. But what did I do? Downstairs, I turned on Lip Sync Battle, and that was it. I was up here. It made me happy. I didn't think anything could make me happy today, but let's see. Hello. I know, I did read that, Clark. Hello from Central. I was not thinking East LA or whatever. I was thinking Valley. So, okay, have I got everybody just saying hi, 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 Professor with all the smiley faces. Oh, Papa Cat notices the lipstick. How could you not? I think it is um Rouge Noir, which is a Chanel color from the aughts. Yes, this lipstick is easily 10 years, 12 years old. See, not all my Chanel died. I had to get rid of a lot of lipstick. And I refused to get rid of this one, the original Vamp, and the original Rouge Noir. Or that's this one, the original Vamp, and then there's another one. I refuse to get rid of them. I'll find somewhere to get them duped because they don't make these colors anymore. So, the original goth colors. Do I look like a goth girl? Good, because I am. Oh, yes, please hit the like button. Please, please, please. That would be nice. I'm trying not to. Ah, you're welcome, Kay. So he got it. Yeah, he asked me, who do I want to be my tie-dye twin? And I said you. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. You'll be here to help me hide the body. Where am I putting the body? Don't tell anybody. Jeez. Those are your closest friends? There are your friends, your best friends, your BFFs, but then there's the ones that'll hide the body, help you hide the body. That's like another level altogether. Mom. Oh, okay. Hi. Hi, Clark Mom. Still make dinner. I only caught part of MLH this morning. We'll go back and catch up. You don't really have to, but you can. I was getting dressed, so it was perfect that I lurked because it's like it was the perfect length for me. So you're doing okay, Janet. Busy with my flowers and garden right now. Watering takes a lot of time. Yes, I've heard. I hope you're doing better, Janet. Mom was a stripper, a furniture stripper, and refinished. San Francisco was a great place to make a ton of money as a adult dancer. What the hell are they called? We just call them dancers. Yeah, that's how people bought houses. Hi, Scoot Scoot. Hi, Dove. How are you? Okay, good. Didn't get Becky's off today. Completely forgot until um, Papa Cat reminds me of bedtime. Like, you have to be in bed. I don't know what I'm putting together or all I'm putting together. Ah, smack, 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 smack. That's all I keep thinking. Smack. Walk into this. So you think you're always doing okay? Good. So yes, it's Monday. And what does Monday do? Monday is here. So we are here. I'm banging my watch around. Damn. Um, I'm watching the replay of me smack somebody's face. Oh my God. Let's see. Was adjusted. Have gotten slightly better from yesterday. The tickling. The only thing I got from the chiropractor about it is I've got a tickle problem. And I'm like, thanks. And of course, the don't scratch. Thanks. Yeah, I know. How can I? I'd have to like cut myself open and scratch on the muscle, and that's not nice. Scooter said hi, Frotty. Howdy, Frotty. I meant to say hi to you during the show, but pretty much sure I forgot. Sorry. Yes, I did not watch Scooter Mom today. I was too busy saying F it, saying the world sucks, saying you can go fly kite. So if Eugene, Oregon is tie-dye city, oh, Eugene, Oregon is the tie-dye city, you were told. San Francisco? Eugene might be in this generation, but originally San Francisco. Dove said no problem. My cousin that she got a tie-dye dress so she can pass like a native. Is she holding a joint and having a body oil at the same time? That would be Oregon if you ask me. Southern Oregon. I, if I said anything else, I'm sure I'd get eaten up by the Portlander here. So, so otherwise, my day to day. I got Papa Cat a bagel dog. They didn't have any French toast bagels. School started today, so the funniest part was not like going to the Cairo, it was walking into her gate because school started today. And the last thing you ever want to do is be an old lady in front of a bunch of high schoolers. It's amazing the things we have like egos about. It was funny. I'm parking. They're working on the street, so the parking sucks. I realize that today's the first day of school, and then they're high schoolers. So it's like, oh, I'm never going to find a parking space. Luckily enough, there's always a parking space for me because you can't park in a driveway. So I park and then realize I've got to walk. Oh my God. And looking like, goth girl with the black outfit and the sparkly hair and the black sunglasses. I'm like, deep breath. Take deep breath. Walk in. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Literally, it's what I'm saying to myself. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Get to the other side of the gate, get the gate closed, and go, ugh. As their handyman's working on their deck, walking by. How you doing? Oh, I'm great. Which one do you hate more, Wednesdays or Thursdays? Or Mondays or Thursdays? Thursdays. Got him to think about it for a while. Walked in. Grandpa's in the office, laying down on the floor. I put all my stuff down. I'm like, Grandpa, you're going to have to come to me on the table because I can't go to you right now. What does he do? He just extends more, meows more. And I'm like, ugh. So I go to him, squat down, which doesn't hurt, weirdly enough. Uh, Squatting, bending, all of that doesn't hurt the sciatica, which is really strange. Um, Pet him for a while. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up now. walk over to the table, about to text the Cairo because she's not here yet. Telephone's right next to me. Well, that won't work. So then Papa gets up and goes, well, no, I'm going to come to you then. And I'm like, cool. So she walks in a couple of minutes and I'm sitting there petting Grandpa, who's across my lap. Sorry, a Maine Coon cat can sit on my lap and not bitch about it. So I'm just sitting here petting him, just having a good old time. He's on my lap and she comes in and we start talking about my pain and everything else. And I was just about to say, let me, can you come and put him down? She's like, no, 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 keep talking while you're petting him. And so, oh, bummer. That really was awful having to pet, Cairo cat while I'm talking to my chiropractor. So she puts him down. We fix me up. I'm moving a lot better. The pain is easily in half of what it was last week. She's happy about that. We pull my joints out or adjust them all. And, it's like the itching, better than the pain, but oh, talk about annoying. Oh my God. I want to get a chopstick and jab it in my leg and scratch. Ugh. So adjusted. The way it works right now is I can walk for a little while, the numb starts, and then the itching starts. And as long as I sit down before the itching goes farther, then the pain starts. So we're getting better, slowly but surely. And I said to my body, you better be fixed by Thursday because I have then 7 days to get this house cleaned, you know, really clean, like Clorox wipe clean until next Thursday, because that's when the boys come home. They come home Thursday night. So I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting around trying to accept the fact that my bedroom looks like a sorority house blew up in it. And now it's worse because I got a bunch of makeup and left it on my counter because I found my morph. I found the stuff that shimmers because I've been jelly about Carrie Ann and her great makeup lately. So I don't have a foundation on because I don't freaking need it. I have a little bit of powder on, a little bit of blush, a little bit of contour, mm, lots of eyeshadow, lots of eyeliner. Almost free to calling my eyebrows because I understand now what the whole micro thingy is. I probably just in time for it to not be in fashion anymore, right? Ah, Papa Cat heard his bagel dog. Anything else? They had the bagel dog. The kids are here. Wow, it's amazing. Well, no, I take that back. A lot of those kids have cars. I was going to say when school is in, I should just order the bagels the night before because there's never anything. And people have found them since moving here, since we have a new development next door. So they realize that there is a real New York bagel place made by Chinese people. So I'm going to have to just start really ordering the night before, ordering in the morning to be ready at X o'clock. So let me see. What else? Oh, when I pulled out of the garage, I knocked all the boxes down. Papa Cat keeps boxes for good reason because he sends things that need to be sandwiched between box leaves, and we've been sending things out that need to be boxed, but it was precariously balanced against the wall, which when I pulled out, it all went. Luckily enough, I could pick up most of the floof and put it somewhere else when I came back. So I didn't run over that many boxes on the way back. Let's see. Thank you. I tend to think I'm unskilled with makeup. No, no, you do wonderfully with makeup. Missy, this is lots and lots and lots and lots of practice and the lifestyles and everything else. No, I love your sparkly eye, your mood eyeshadow. You even do decent with blue, and I hate blue. Oh my God. And blue, actually, tie-dye is not what Oregon is made of. Blue eyeshadow is what Oregon is made of. Hello, Rib Daddy. How are you? Does Amazon sell clothes? Do you have a wish list? A purpose I'll have on my wish list. I don't have a wish list because I'm trying to get rid of stuff right now instead of bring it in. And I actually may be admitting that the craft room is not going to have a lot of crafts in it. So sooner or later, people, I'm going to be consolidating what's in here, and I will have to do a live for it because I'll definitely want to send this stuff away instead of donating it. So those frames are fire. These are my nighttime frames, actually. These are the frames I put on before I go to bed. So the other ones are the ones I wear every day, or have hanging around my neck. These don't hang around my neck. So, but I realize the small frames are great. I want to find a bifocal, honestly. Those are my favorite glasses. A pair of big cat eyes that were bifocals. I was happy. The world was good. Of course, going to that chain, they won't do them. So I had to get smaller glasses and then bigger regular glasses. But I have my big butt Ray-Ban cat eyes that I'm going to have turned into bifocals. I'm done. So, and I actually think I've reached that age where I look better with glasses on. So I'm sure my childhood opticians are probably rolling in their graves now thinking, finally. Because the stigmatism that I have, that they, and the lazy that they tried forever, meant that I had 20/40, 20/80. So I didn't have to wear glasses all the time, which drove them nuts. It's a little heavy today, dear. Just a little. And you might want to try a waterproof eyeliner. It's the one thing that gets to all of us older women. That's why I'm glad I could go back to uh pen, liquid. I started out like everybody in my generation did. It was Maybelline eyebrow stuff. It had a little bitty pencil. You stuck the tip in your mouth and you wetted it down. You did your eyes. That's disgusting, I'm sure, to most people nowadays. But when you're not allowed to wear makeup at home and you had to do it on the way to school, you learned. So, yes, waterproof eyeliner. They have it in stick. See, ever since I started being able to use my liquid, my sticks have just, I've ignored them completely because I was getting that line from hooded eyes because I am not Asian, I am Native American, and they still hood faster than normally. So let's see. I must admit, missing some details. Have heard you mention the boys. Who are they? Ah, Clinton and Emhoff. They will be home in 2 weeks. Where am I? Now I get to show them off again. I didn't take anything today. I saw them today, but was talking with their foster dad mostly. Let's see. Oh God, they are bigger than this too. Let's see. Come on. Oh, this one works better. The white one is Clinton, and the one with the spots is Imhoff. Emhoff. The what should have been the first gentleman because all my other cats are named after first ladies. So, and they are at least half more bigger than that now. So this is when they were in the cattery. And see Emhoff's spots, they haven't gone away. He might be part Bengal, and he's taught himself how to fetch. He don't play with himself playing fetch. He's got two things he loves to fetch. He loves to fetch a piece of sisal about this long and a mouse. His foster dad was showing me his can't do it. Okay, his foster dad was showing me his fetching skills. I've had cats that fetch. The infamous China, who was my white one that I had for 17 years. Um, I'm trying to get it in there so you guys can see better. Um, she fetched, and Emma fetches. It's very cute, and he was playing around on the coffee table at the foster house, and he was actually throwing it off the coffee table and fetching it himself. It was so cute. Oh, those are the in-house girls now. They only talk at nighttime, bedtime. Abby is the orange one, who I swear to God is blowing a coat. I was going to take a picture of all the fur from 3 days because she had me brush her today. I could start saving it to be knit. She's a double coated tabby, and she's blowing this coat too. So this one is the supermodel. That is Birdie, and she's all scraggly there because why? When did I do this? Probably because I was hurting and couldn't brush her. I brush all my pets from the minute they're born, so they all get used to it. So this one, she's a Norwegian forest cat, and she doesn't have mats. She has two little bitty mats that pop up under her arms, but otherwise, nope, no mats. So you're going through getting new glasses right now. I understand that, Janet. It sucks. Oh, so everybody's saying hi. I'm back again today. Uh, just looks a little, I was going to say that it just looks like a little too much black eyeliner. But then again, I've gotten off of the eyeliner off my bottom lid. So I'm basing you on what I'm wearing because I think it makes my eyes look small. Uh, the boys are two kittens I'm bringing home soon. Yes. They're getting fixed on Monday and they should be ready by Thursday. They keep and make sure nothing's going on. Adam, hello, big giant head. But what the hell is that? That's worse than on my phone. I don't even have it on my phone. I'm not putting it on my phone. I don't want to see it. My lord, I'm going through cleaning glasses. Yep. Thanks, Scoot. That was my first guess, but I didn't want to sound stupid. You can sound stupid, Professor. We all do. We all are. Come on. I thought Heather and Journey were the same person because my brain, it had been, God, how many months since I'd seen the two? So Papa Cat was the one who told me that they were two different people. And I'm like, and the first thing that popped up in my head was, it's not that they're white girls. It was just, yeah, it was so bizarre how I had them both as the same person in my head, the same, like, um, same human, the way they looked, not the same, like, brain, same. Let's see. Okay, where am I? Okay. Foggy, what language is Adam speaking? Esperanto. Hey there. Oh, sorry. I'm late. Dinner delay. Okay. Hi, Cricket. And yeah, I can't do. I've got Cricket made my latest emoji, which is the head desk, something I've lived by forever. And it's only a membership thing, so you guys have to become a member to see it. Sorry. I mean, to use it. That sucks. Yes, you are always on time, Cricket. Don't worry. Clinton has a Vince Foster dad. Oh, okay. That's the thing though, because you can have a litter with three different like breeds in it. So we're thinking that Clinton has got Sphinx. I was saying Abby, but I think it's Sphinx. If you look at its Sphinx's face, it's the same way because Clinton's got a nose. Clinton takes off uh, after his adopted daughter or adopted dad. He's got the Jewish nose. But I was saying Abyssinian, I was hanging out with the foster dad, and he's like, maybe Sphinx. And so I'm sitting there looking at Sphinx going, yep, because it's got sort of like the same like splay at the bottom. So, but it doesn't make any sense because he's got lots of fur. Mm, but Emhoff and Clinton are the last names. Yes, because Bill and Doug is we know too many Bills and Dougs. If I know somebody by the first name, I don't um name them. That's why I couldn't name a Michelle, but I could name a Hillary. So we know Bills, Williams, and Dougs. So it's like, okay, so they have the last names. Let's see. Professor, soon to be just Bill and Doug. Yes, the Great White North has nicknamed Bill and Doug. No, they're going to be P-Funk in Parliament. They're going to be everything. They already have Emhoff has a nickname, a foster nickname already of Chatty Cathy because supposedly he babbles like Birdie does, but his babble is really cute. So he doesn't have a full throated meow yet. He has a meow, 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 meow sort of thing going. So it's very cute. When I got my progressives, they told me I shouldn't get large frames. I prefer my commuter glasses as a result. I got my progressives. They almost made me fall down. They would give me instant vertigo. Nope. I even, keep them for a couple of days, see how you do. And I'm glad I was ready to throw them across the room. They made me just nauseous and spinny, and I knew that people made bifocals because I've had bifocals ever since they changed the progressives. I used to have progressives. The layered ones were fine. But when they started doing this crap, I'm like, no. So, because I've had glasses since I was 10. Yeah. So, and um weirdly enough, until recently, I was very sensitive to bright things. So I even had sunglasses or glasses that turned into uh, sunglasses. So I think it's an age thing because, yeah, I've turned up my computers. I can walk around in the sun without feeling like my eyes are just going to start gushing water. That's weird. Totally cool. Okay. Um, your rage will compromise extraction. I require silence, not plasma flame. Precision, not clobbering fists. And where are you getting your plasma flame from? I've seen one, but then again, I have friends who do weird things. LOLSCBF, it's never that they're a white girl. I quantify it with my my step family, who are my family, are so white they don't have chins. Okay, I have a platinum blonde, blue-eyed, mid-30s, early 40s-year-old cousin. Okay, that's how white my family is. No, you blame it on. I can't tell them apart. And it was worse when I was a kid because I was a little brown kid. My cousins were so blonde. And then my dad doing the, oh yeah, she's mine thing. All white girls look alike. Yes, they do. And my best friend in junior high was also a platinum blonde, blue-eyed, but she was her family was German. So it was like, and she had that like Nordic platinum blonde hair. Oh, it was amazing. I thought Lennon and Gabrielle D'Annunzio were the same person. Can you see that, Adam? Can you? I hope so. You can have a litter with different dads, which makes sense if you think about it. Oh yeah, no, totally. That's why it's like that's why I'm thinking Emoff might be Bengal. His spots I thought were going to turn. Some were turning into tabby, some aren't, and he zooms constantly. He is he's either on or off. There is no like switch, and his foster dad's sort of agreeing with me on that one. So Leon Sphinx, yes. Oh my God, we're gonna call him Leon, aren't we? Oh, poor Clinton. Clinton is sort of pink and jowly in person. Well, yes, he's older. But the name Clinton, he can be a ladies' man, either one, George or Bill. Please. Let me see. Today I'm using Shivian, a phonetic script developed by George Bernard Shaw. I don't like that man. That man drove me nuts. He's an awful author. Anyway, Heather and Journey, it struck me last night that Journey was Jenna Stroh, cult and atheist, wish she would come back to YT. Don't know that. Um, no, weirdly enough, if you ask me, they look exactly the same. There's just the age difference. So Journey will look like Heather, and Heather looked like Journey. It's like face recognition. That's the thing. It's like I could recognize the face. It was the hair and the rest of it's like ah. So and maybe they all look alike because maybe they all have a lot of the same genetics. And yes, when we're all just a family, I pick on my white family as much as they pick on me. So there. Adam, must you expand our horizons? Yes, that's his job. That's all he does. He tries to get me to talk about structural engineering while all I want to talk about is my Chanel lipstick color. Uh, this is the thing. I don't know if it's grandpa's hair because he's not like big Maine Coon, but he's older. He is. He's like 11 or 12. So and technically he's feral, even though he keeps hanging out in the office. But he's got this great like brown fur, and everybody pets him, so it's all like really nice. But it flies like crazy. So between him and then coming up and brushing uh, Abby from the kitchen, no, then I went to the living room, but I didn't sit on the floor. So because her hair it's just coming off. And then of course I watched that was it Groomer one where she did the Malamute? I want a Malamute. I wish I lived in Alaska. No, I don't. My uncle lived in Alaska. I wish I lived in Washington, somewhere where I could have a Malamute. The best comment on that one was though, did you know that oh God, Malamutes are mitosis? I think that's what it is. It's like when you de-shed one, another one pops up. I've got bifocal contacts. It's a trip. Still need reading glasses sometimes though. Bifocal contacts? That is wow. I can't wear contacts. I don't. My eyes have never ever made enough moisture, and I have tried regular ones off and on for years, and I have tried colored ones off and on for years because I am your typical person who hates their brown eyes. So if I can't get colored contacts to stay in my eyes after 3 days, it's never going to work. So bifocal contacts, I should ask my dad, but he had LASIK and it worked. And he had it in the 90s, I think. Um, Yeah, it had to be the 90s. So my mom had it in one eye, then found out she was diabetic. So she still had to wear glasses. Mom, it's clear. My dad needs bifocals, or not bifocal. He needs reading glasses now, not prescription reading glasses. So I'm glad I didn't think about getting it done because I hear all these horror stories now. He's never had a problem. So Foggy, which birdie was lady was Birdie? Birdie. Lady Bird Johnson was Birdie, not Bertie. Bertie was a king. The ones I have now are Abigail. She can be either Van Buren or Adams, and Ladybird, and that's Lady Bird Johnson. So the next girl probably would have been Mamie. We've had an Eleanor. We've had a was that her Dolly Madison, and Eleanor. A well, Selah was adoption fail, so and then Abby and Lady Bird, and now we're gonna have a Clinton and Emhoff. So I want to stay within my country. Even though I probably could have found a first husband somewhere else. Adam Monte Python. So, okay, Papa Cat got it. Lady Bird Johnson. Which her real name was Papa Cat. See, the reason I know Lady Bird is because um of her daughter. I got called it a lot. Gabrielle D'Annunzio is not to be confused with Gabrielle. That's funny. It went through my mind like a split second when I first started saying Gabrielle D'Annunzio. I was like, that's not the Gabrielle I'm thinking about. Wasn't the little that wasn't that skinny Nazi chick Gabrielle too? Even though I worship the ground the company is on now. No, not anymore actually. Their purses are crap. I always thought Party Duke and her cousin Kathy were the same person. You mean Patty Duke and her cousin Kathy? Isn't that the show, the TV show? Wow, you're reaching back on that one. How old are you, Adam? I thought you were a baby. Jenna Stroh's videos are still up. She was in HCO in one of the PAC orgs. Don't know the details, but some fair gaming of her drove her off UT a year ago. Ah, YT. Interesting. Don't know what that's about, but okay. I have a slight astigmatism in the correction he wants to put in. I can only see close up and everything else is blurry. I don't know why they think that, we'll just adjust to it. I mean, I wore an eye patch for a year. It drove me bonkers. Oh my God. And I constantly was trying to see out of it because, my good eye, I had my bad eye covered up and it's like, ah, I understand it, I guess. And when I'm really, really super tired, this one just goes because this is the bad eye. This one will just go straight. I can't cross my eyes. So that's how I know I'm really, truly tired is that my eye stops agreeing with me. Are Malamutes not allowed in California? Would you relocate for a dog breed? I might move for the right cat. No, they're allowed in California, but I don't have a yard of any kind. And it's 3 stories and they're big dogs and I don't want their hips. That's why I'll never get a German Shepherd is because they have, or a German Shepherd, an American Shepherd I'd get. Because they all have hip problems, unfortunately. When you see a dog with a very pronounced like knee, that will eventually have hip problems. And Malamutes are big dogs. I mean, think Saint Bernard and fur. But want to pull a sled. Yeah, if I live somewhere where I could have like a Malamute or a Husky, I get a couple so and teach them how to like drive me around. There's somebody in our neighborhood who rides his skateboard and his husky pulls him. So, Birdie, not Bertie. Yes, Birdie, as in cheap, cheap. Yes, I have a cat named Birdie. Only me and Popcat would not even think about calling a cat Birdie would be weird. Nobody ever says anything to our face when something's weird, but you can tell all of a sudden they sort of And for a while, I'm like, yes, I realize I named her after a bird. Yeah, I thought of the King speech when you said it. Yes. See, what did Bill say? I'm on. Oh, no, I'm not. You didn't do it, Adam. I wasn't on live chat. I was on top chat. Someone's supposed to always tell me what that top chat like farts and walks away. Co-Bilf denies rumors of torrid affair with Barbara Bush. Ah, oh, I like that one. Yeah. Lady Bird Johnson looked like someone drawing Queen Elizabeth from ever. Yep, that's a good one. No, Adam's not a baby. He's real life Gen X like us. Why did I think you were in your late 20s, early 30s, Adam? Were you selling me that, which is really easy? Yes, Linda Bird. Being Patty Duke is a throwback reference. Just wait until I mention Ernie Kovacs. Now you're going back. Let's see. Patty Duke was the 60s. Ernie Kovacs was the 50s. You want to keep going? Actually, comedy is cheating because I know comedy history because what do we have here? We had one time 5 comedy clubs that everybody played at constantly. So the minute we were old enough to go into a comedy club, we used to go to the Punchline every Sunday. So unfortunately, Carrot Top did pick up on me one night. Even before he started messing with his body, he was just creepy. I'm just like, that's nice, and walked away. Thank you for the drinks, and walk away. As my roommate's laughing, going, ha ha. Let's see. Adam could bust out Buster Keaton any minute, and I'd understand it completely. Oh no, the gauntlet has been thrown, albeit inadvertently. Talk to me about Fatty Arbuckle, and I'll tell him what killed his career. So let's go there. Neener, neener. Adam, are you looking for an argument? I am. I said something in yesterday to Papa Cat. I figured out why I debate. I used to like to poke adults when I was little and wind up debating them. And then when one of my big little brothers and I were working at club, good 5 years after club, we'd get drunk and start debating. And most people would watch because it was interesting. My other big little brother would start playing music because he was like, I'm going to go practice. And the other ones would go somewhere else. I have cigarettes. Oh, shirts are in the mail. Rock on, Dusty. Papa Cat's going to get my other one. But I will say, I'm going to tear it apart. I am taking the crew neck off to start with. I'm not sure after that. But I have realized crew necks are not for me. Even though it looks like I have a neck, it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't have a neck. See, comes up right here. But it shows off really well. See, I can pretend to have a neck. Let's see. Adam Carmona and Co-Bill, final husbands of Martha. I loved her too. She was so much fun. So yes, Dusty. Go to Dusty's wish list and fulfill his wishes. He, even though he says he uses the cheat sheet for his tie dye is amazing. Just freaking amazing. It's like, no, that's called talent. A cheat sheet is just something that you think you might put somewhere, but you know how to do it. And you're still going to chase me around sticky hands next time you see me, aren't you? Wait, I'm lost again? That wasn't an argument. No, I've never pretended to be younger. It's just my style of presentation. I'm a temporal shapeshifter. Why did I think that you were like in your late 20s, early 30s? So you legitimately are a a Gen X man who refused to be an adult, like all of you. I thought you were one of our babies. Oh God, now I have to start talking to you like you're normal. Sort of like how MLH thought that Cricket was a girl. He admitted that one on Friday. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Because he'd make, yum yum noises at him. And it's like, thank God it was MLH. Somebody else might have lost their mind over it. You're Mark and I'm Harris. Co-Bill, you're Mark and I'm Harris. Don't know. Adam, you entered the argument department, not the abuse department. Okay, professor. My paternal grandmother was the spitting image of Lady Bird. Their accents were almost identical, except Elby sounded a little more refined. Ah, okay. I've always been confused about, because it's like the Bushes, right? It's like they're not from Texas. They moved from the east to Texas. So what is the accent? My accent's bad enough. Chameleon is a Gen X feature. Yes, it is, definitely. Yeah. Turn around and listen to me, and then turn around. And then let me tell you that I'm 58. Can I like change any more colors on that tree branch for you? Before he gets there, Billy DeWolf, the dad of William Hopper. Go take care. Ciao, Scooter. Have a good night. I will replay your video later because I will be in a better mood. Dear President Clinton, I did write this song for you. Cricket says, take care, Scooter. Before he gets there, Billy. Okay. Bye, Scooter. Carrie Ann said. Lovely neck. Thank you, Professor. Adam gets it. We're following Big Orange Marble on tour. I hate when my city's name comes out of that man's mouth. And see, I can even bring it up without getting completely depressed. What is he going to do in Oakland? Oakland did a huge, major, probably because they knew what was coming. Homeless cleanup. They have put them in motels. The huge encampment that was sort of like Skid Row in Oakland off the freeway is gone. The ones under the freeways are gone. What the hell is he going to do here except cause panic? Brat. Hey, Carrie Ann, I'm an honorary millennial, like when they made Mao a member of the Red Guard. Yeah, you come off more as a millennial. It's really weird because, the goddaughter is a millennial. I think of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Maggie's no neck nephews and nieces. Totally, Clark. Basically, yes. I know. I'm a traveler of both time and space, too, just as long as you're not one of those travelers who says that to the cop when he's driving. You could tell I was way too brought up by policemen. Oh, and I was watching that too. There was some kind of like lip sync thing from a few years ago that cops were doing. It was hilarious. I loved it. And it's so funny to see uh I think it's like the under sheriff who's of color who cannot do a Western dance to save his life, and the sheriff doing the dance because it's a Western dance and he's not of color. It's like something in our heads just make us go, no, no, can't. Be where I have been. No, you be where I have been. You'd like to know that. Everybody thought Cricket is a girl, fine by me. Yeah, I thought you were a girl too. I remember. You're the one who corrected me. And I was just like, do I have to? I don't have to, remember? You can still be a Mrs. to me or Ms. to me. The new stars in these talkies aren't bigger. They're just made the pictures smaller, I tell you. Well, excuse me. How tall is TC? Oh, Rib Guy, Becky, Tanya, Rib Guy, Becky, Tanya. It fell down flat, so let's see. Because supposedly he was trolling MLH this morning. Eee. I was practicing and this way I could just flash it. The new stars in these, okay. Maine Coon cat to Texas bush cat. Ah, okay. I get it now. But why give, you figure it'd have been a hybrid of an accent. It was just weird. I only follow Nancy Sirianni, Martline on tour. I hate you. You know, that's the one thing they don't have. They don't have a mouse that you can flip a switch on like my keyboard. So I could use the same mouse for two or three different things. I have a keyboard that folds out that has a mouse pad in it that will do all three, but um, not a mouse itself. So who am I looking for again? Uh, oops, spelled it wrong. No, spelled it right. Oh, you spelled it wrong, Adam. It's S-I, not S-Y. Oh, nice. Psycho Sisters, Urban Mythology, Pride and Loyalty, Soldiers in the Shadows. Oh, Law and Order. Oh, okay. Pictures, pictures. Why don't I got any pictures? Come on, people. Oh, because there aren't any pictures from her. That are in the easy lookup. Images. Anyway, uh, you pass as millennial. Yes, you do, Adam. We can dance if you want to. Yes. We share the 90s, but millennials only. Their 90s was Clarissa Explains It All, and our 90s was Tribe Called Quest. Yes, exactly. Me for my close up, Mr. DeMille. Sometimes people think Kobilf is lady because I got that Cova Donkadonk and I'm Co Breezy Beautiful. Maybelline. DeMille's nephew wrote History of Man. See, all of these books are from freaking school. There's going to be a part three? Yes, I think Papa Cat told me there's going to be a History of the World part three. Why are all the evolutionary men white? Just a question. I mean, you could technically say then that white people are from monkeys. Excuse me while I lick myself. That's the I'm really happy. Let's see. I'm so old I dated Methuselah's grandma. Mr. Jenkins, will you please be our mayor, or you'd be doing us a real big fave, or I should get that. Please explain, are you suggesting LRH did not write History of Man? Bill said that. DeMille's nephew wrote Science of Survival. You guys are just like all over the place, aren't you? Thanks for the correction. Billy Wilder directed Sunset Boulevard no matter what size the picture. Ah! Um, I was going to say something, I forgot. Hmm. Like the earrings. I didn't know. I was going to wear another pair, but it was already, 4 o'clock, and I couldn't get them off, so I just yanked these on. I've been wearing like earrings less and less because my glasses, the ones um that hang around my neck, get caught. And I've already lost a pair. I've lost one um earring that was important. Classic, right? So, and I think that was even with stuff in the back of it. So, history of man better not have been taught in your school. Um, Remember I went to special type of public school. Oh, I love how it comes up with when it says images: evolution, famous, Mad Max, ancient, human, old. We were actually taught, not taught, but we were exposed to things that made our brains move because we were special in the opposite direction. We were all supposed to go to, Ivy League colleges. We're all supposed to go discover something. There's a video, a lyric video. Nothing new and exciting. Evolution. Been there, done that. Uh, I need a mnemonic for the nephew in Science of Survival. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, Dusty, if you're still here, you need to use Cricket's music in the background. You can guarantee that I'd probably watch you every single time because I got so much accomplished yesterday while I was listening to or watching the tie dye as you had the background of Cricket. It was awesome. I wish there was a History of Man audiobook. We know what we know. Ice Spice wrote The Problems of Twirl. Ah, frickin' birdie. I got cat hair all over my pom pom. Oh, let's see. Oh, God. Place your bets. We should put a lotto for this. How long before this disappears because one of the boys gets it? Because it's not taped down. It's just, or did I tape it down? I might have taped it down. Maybe I'll have to untape it because they'll hurt my microphone then. Because boys are boys. Um, Nina was my first girl, so I had boys for 7 years before that. Get rubberbacks for your earrings. I'm religious about them after I lost one of my favorite earrings years ago. I actually have the little ones, yeah, and I put them on after. Um, I want to say maybe I was talking outside of my mouth. I think that was the reason I started wearing all of those backings on my backs because the same week it had pulled a posted earring out, and that was one of my tourmaline ones, and I was like, that would not have been good. The first one was very sentimental, or the post earring was like a Christmas present, and the second one was sentimental. So, and that's the thing. It gets really hard to keep putting on the backing because you have to find one that fits. I've got the container that has all the different sizes, which is really needed because this one's rather thin. There are some of my hooks that are really thick. It's really weird. And I've had this earring pair since I was 5 and this one I got when I was 8. I had them both done, but someone grabbed my earring when I got in a fight in school and yanked it off. My mother said I had to wait. So this one's perfectly uh in the perfect spot. This one hangs low because I would refuse not to have an earring in there. Of course. I would pay for that audiobook if you recorded it, Professor said to Kobiff about the history of man. Hubbard was Norma Desmond. Yes. Oh, okay. Foggy, History of Man is Hubbard's book with claims and Shisa. Okay. It sounds like evolution. And that's all it keeps bringing up. When I type it into Google, it just brings up origin of our species. It doesn't say anything about a book. Human evolution. Ah. So that's why I'm like, no, I don't think so. We were taught theories, but not theories like that. Hmm. No, I guess they've taken them out of like the world too. Must be something in the org. Um, I'm back and you're still on. Yes, I am. Why? Shouldn't I be? Huh, Scooter? The History of Man was written by Loon Hendrik William Van Loon. By a loon, yes. A Loon History of Man. Barbara Streisand's autobiography is on 48 hours long, but she's not a cult. Hubbard wrote a book with the same title. Yeah, it was like, the only thing I have coming up as a book by Stephen. Oh no. Ooh, by a name I cannot. Sifway Gloria Ndlavu. That's the only thing I have for History of the Man. So, History of the Man. Or is she? Or am I what? Free Association, Jamie Mustard, and David Mayo. Okay, here we go again. Oh, hi, MLH. How are you? Yes, you've made it live. Yes, and I'm in the land of I don't know. And why are we talking about free association again? So, Adam, help me here. Chat has gone off the rails. No, we haven't. It's only off the rails when I say, what the hell are you talking about? Include Hubbard in the Google search. No, but that's not a real search then. History of Man book. That should bring me the one of his looniness, since we know he's loon now. And that's the one that I keep coming up with. So if I say History of Man book MLH, that's cheating. And that's how they do it, isn't it? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. They probably tell them to go look in Google and write History of Man MLRH. Is this it? No, by Norman L. McCree. Still haven't gotten to him yet. Did they rename it? Is it possible? Because, yeah. Oh, no. I was thinking the first history of man. Um, let's see. Sketches of the history of man. So yeah, maybe it disappeared. Thank you, MLH. Thank you for my $5. I don't know why they do the 99 thing. It's like I know they say that your brain doesn't go up, but at this point, your brain does. Think about it. The Zebros no at 4.99 is $5. Sometimes I wish that people who are more educated did not treat the rest of us like we were freaking idiots. That's why I constantly say, I have not graduated from high school. Thank you. Have a nice day. I did make it to 12th grade though. Okay. Off the rails like any good Venusian train. So did anybody find out about that plasma ball in the sun? Some, weird sun anomaly that they thought was going to be, as usual, the end of the world? Weird plasma ball. Of course I'd say something like that. Hmm. I got plasma ball that popped up. Ones that are like LED ones are the ones. Oh my God. How many people got those freaking lightning balls back in the 80s? Oh my God. Where were they? I can't remember where they were, but everybody got it. I got one from my boyfriend. So, ugh. Oh, plasma ball. Am I making any sense? Nope. Let's see. Where am I? Adam, you cracked me up earlier. Cool. Your stream always inspires me. Yes, with Dougie at the end going, that was funny. Um, in Miscavige's basic books roll out of the free winds, he hints at what a janky book it is. I'm really getting tired of these young kids' words. Oh, Scientology, A History of Man. See, that's not the same thing as A History of Man. That I can understand. I would try to give back when I can. CBF is definitely. Oh, shush. Thank you, MLH. And as long as you keep calling me Frog, I'll be happy. Right. So, yeah, no, Scientology, History of Man does not count. So, there's a little black dot on the sun today. And eventually that song will come back into my head. I still have Umbrella stuck in my head. 4 days now. But did you get your GED? No, no, I have not formally graduated from high school at all, which used to drive all of my vice presidents nuts because I was assistant to vice presidents and they would occasionally get mad at me and tell me, would I graduate high school, please? And I go, no. And they go, fine, then don't tell me or get your GED. And I'd say no. And they say, fine, I don't want you talking about your education. I was like, why? Because you don't want me to rub it in. So I didn't on purpose. That and it drove the first husband crazy that I wasn't educated. CBF, what is one of your favorite bands you've been listening to lately? I know it's off topic. I want to say Gaga. I've just been listening to Gaga again lately. I don't really listen to one or another. I want your songs to be on a Spotify playlist. I want you guys on Spotify. It's funny. I listen to everything. So it's like I listen on Spotify and I usually make the what I want to hear right now or I just let it go. But thanks to Lip Sync Battle, I've been listening to the older ones like since you've been gone, Umbrella. Umbrella's been stuck in my head because of Lip Sync Battle. Um, it makes me really, really happy. And right now it's well needed. Um, so yeah, there isn't a specific, it's everything. Considering he's a DJ, Papa Cat's a DJ. If I work at club, I'm not working tonight, as far as I know. I don't know if the makeup's a forewarn of it. Then I listen to all of that stuff. In the car, it's one thing. If Spotify pops up within another. I grew up in the Bay Area with Casey Kasem, basically. The American Top 40 uh, permeated the East Bay or the Bay Area, period. Um, One day when it was raining at school and we couldn't go outside, we all sang Rapper's Delight. And then when Rapture came out, everybody heard that one. Um, it's just like, I mean, look at Lip Sync Battle and look at LL Cool J singing songs I didn't think he'd know. I think it's a urban thing too. You cross over a lot more genres because you're listening and hanging out with a lot more people. No problem, Professor. Happy to help. Yep. I completed 10th grade in Florida. I'm sorry. Florida just seems so bizarre. That's why we can't have anything nice, plasma balls. Who's got those? Megatron? Ooh, I didn't say that. Dougie played Bruce Springsteen today. Ah, okay. Janky is a useful word. It sounds weird. CBF is uneducated, confirmed. Janky sounds like hanky, so I understand it. Thank you, Papa Cat. You're going to come home and say that. You're going to go climbing up the stairs from the first floor singing Ella, Ella, Ella. I know it. And I'm almost had just gotten it out of my head. Lady Gaga, what about Lord Cooch? Tim Heidecker. 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 I went to Gaga's first tour, so there. He's the reason I got a certain credit card because those with the credit card could get it a day in advance. Now it's probably, did I see? I've only seen her once, and the seats didn't suck. And nowadays, those seats would be $300. I I would love to go to concerts, but I'm not spending that kind of money. And weirdly enough, back in the day when they used to have concerts at Candlestick, which is now a stadium that's gone, it was known as the windiest stadium in the country. Um, I could hear Rolling Stones from there when I was like 12, all the way up in Twin Peaks because we were at a friend's house in Twin Peaks. And I went on the balcony and I could hear the Rolling Stones because my mother wouldn't let me go to it. She said I was too young. Can't really hear that anymore. Now you've got me with the Ella Ella earworm. Thank you. Gotta bounce. You'll stay safe. Thanks for doing what you do, CBF. And you too, MLH. You make me happy. Have a good one. Be careful. The man from Mars is eating cars. Yep. And she's known as the first official #1 rap, which I think is completely blasphemous. So everybody saying bye to MLH. You're going to be right back. Okay, okay. Lady Gaga's parents live in the Knights of Pythias Grand Lodge that was turned into condos. Yes. And y'all wonder why Gaga is just a little weird. But if you see her first video, she looks so out of New York, it's ridiculous. So the meat dress didn't freak me out. The meat dress made me go, aren't you going to smell? That's the only thing I was thinking. It's like, it didn't matter if it was like raw meat. It was just like, wouldn't it have been better off being jerky? Because then it wouldn't smell like raw meat after a while. That and how do you keep the flies off of you? Goth girl thinking. So where am I? 120. Oh God, 120. Gaga has the most annoying block on the French Canadian branch of her family. I bet she does, Cricket. Ah, I didn't know she was French Canadian. I thought she was just from New York. So, but she's the bomb. I have a picture of her a friend made for me because supposedly I'm the one who turned the goth people in the Bay Area into expose them to Gaga because I took my friend because Papa Cat didn't want to go with me. So I asked my friend who go to me with me. We both go back and forth. We'll go to anything if we're invited to it by either one of us. So he went with me to Gaga and was just like, holy crap. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. I heard Edgar Winter from 4 Miles Away in 1969. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Candlestick had the weirdest, like, jet stream. Um, of course, I didn't know that person was my brother who knew that person. It was just like, I always wanted to go back up there when there was, like, a show playing at Candlestick. Before they called them festivals and they called them arena shows. We called them Day on the Green. So, and that was the first time I saw Bowie. It was a Day on the Green. It was the Tubes. Who opened? Twisted Sister? Twisted Sister might have opened for them in the Tubes and then Bowie. Hmm. Hastings Kamuzu Bando wore a top hat and carried a fly whisk. That's a look. Edgar Winter played with Donna Summer in front of Dick Spring. Bought it until the Dick Spring thing. There can't be somebody else who's that bad. It's all in uppercase too. Oh my God, there really is one for the Labor Party, and he's 74 years old. Oh, and something in Irish I can't read. So, okay, you're back. Huh? I believe Born This Way saved some young lives. Hat permanently off to Gaga. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I respect and worship the ground she walked on because she did not have to do any of that. She didn't have to keep it up either. So untrue. Well, I figured that once I found out who Dick Spring was. It's like, there'd be no reason for them to perform in front of him. Donna Summer and Edgar Winter, though, I could picture together because she actually is a musician or was a musician. So, by the Prince of Bakers. The King of Cakes was arrested on a warrant issued by the Prince of Bakers. You are going to be so funny with your like ellipses. You should put them down so I know you're going to finish somewhere. Anyway, 124. Okay, now I'm just getting time dysmorphia. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully there we'll see what my adjustments did today. So I can drive. No, it was the Baker Act. Oh God. Um, probably will not be outside, but at least it'll probably be sitting in my car vertical. So my dear moderators, keep an eye out. It's why I didn't vertical yesterday because I didn't have very many moderators. I wanted to because it's just easy from the car. So, a forewarning. And I'll have a new nail color. What color should I paint my nails? Up, Scooter. You're putting up the pyramids. That's Fuzz's job. Or KA steals it occasionally. Anyway, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Like, sub, become a member, put the rest of it in your mattress. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.